Imagine a middle-aged person trying to stay active but avoid injury. What are they going to do? Basketball, softball, and even adult league volleyball all lead to a lot of different kinds of injuries. Well, then there's tennis. Tennis may seem super boring and lame, but it's actually really fun and requires you to be in good shape. So today, we're going to serve up how to hit it properly, improper techniques, and the injuries they can lead to, and the benefits to society. Faulting on forward, there are a lot of different ways to swing a tennis racket. But not only does this help, do you need to ensure the safety of yourself, but also of the racket. So right here, this bright orange thing, this is called an overgrip. And according to Merchant of Tennis, they're put on rackets to help increase the absorption of sweat and grip, so that when you swing really hard, it doesn't fall out of your hand or something. So the most basic and probably the first thing you learn in tennis is a forehand. So I'm right-handed, so I'm going to do it with my right hand. But this is called continental grip, where you have your wrists lined up with your racket. And then, it starts here, and you need to finish over your shoulder, but you want your racket to be like this, and then finish over your shoulder so you can make sure it goes over the net, but also stays in the court. And then the opposite is a backhand, and that's two hands. And with this, you have the same grip as your forehand, but you add your non-dominant hand on top, the same grip, just opposite. And it's the same. Set it this way to make sure it's in, but you need to make sure your elbow's in front of your face so you get it over the net. And then there's volleying, which is when those are called ground strokes, and those are when you're at the baseline or between the serving box and the baseline. And then when you go up to the net, there's volleying and overheads. So volleying is extending the racket is the extension of your hand. It's catching a ball. So it's forward, and then a backhand is just one hand at this time. And then overheads is volleyball. Those are my favorite because I'm a volleyball player. It's up, and then you can smash it. Usually people can't return them. And then of course serving, but a lot of people serve different ways. I'm not really going to show you that today. Adding out, we're going to go over the improper techniques and what injuries they can lead to. So commonly, you may have heard of tennis elbow, and it's from playing tennis or the overuse of the tendons in your wrist and your arm. And according to Mayo Clinic, tennis elbow is the overuse of the muscles in tendons in the elbow. You can also, if you don't stretch properly, you could hurt your shoulder, your rotator cuff, when you're swinging hard, and just ankle sprains and stuff. Those are common for all sports, so you just need to make sure you do your plyometrics and stuff to ensure stability in your legs and everything. But it's a good sport for you to not get hurt, and if you do everything right, you can ensure that you're going to avoid injuries. Loving on over to the benefits to society. It's a lifelong sport. You see old people play it, that's why a lot of people avoid it, because it seems like an old sport. But then you also see the young people in the US Open and all those other tournaments, and obviously the old people don't hit it as hard, but they're still being active, and they still have to be in shape to make sure they can get to the ball. And also tennis is very good for your mental health, because hitting a ball hard or releases anger and stress. According to elite clubs, tennis is a wonderful way to combat stress. So you can always ensure that you'll be mentally good afterwards. Also, it helps you stay active, and it seems complicated, but anyone can do it. It just takes a few times to learn. So today we went over how to properly swing a tennis racket and all the different kinds of ways you can swing a tennis racket, improper techniques and what they lead to, and the benefits to society and how you can play it forever. So next time you get the chance, you should go hit up the tennis court and smash some bowls. Thank you.